The answer to the question, how to make money.
Dude, this guy's got some major feedback going on here. Oh, this is 30 minutes. I got called out by another producer. Wait, what if it's me?
I think this is my first response video because the man said my name. You shouldn't have done that. Here we go. He keeps referring to this.
Oh, he's talking about this guy. Okay, wait, this sounds kind of good.
Is 2023.
Okay, we got to speed him up.
February that I'm saying this. This is post-COVID, even though people are still dying from it. It's also post-holidays. There's a lot of economic uncertainty. All I'm saying is there are a lot of factors contributing to why beat sales are down. I don't have the answers. Does that mean beat selling is dead? No. People that made 6 figures last year off of selling beats are going to make 6 figures this year. The people that made 5 figures last year off of selling beats are going to make 5 figures this year. But I wanted to have a real...
I just really think if you're at the top, you're going to continue to... It's like one of those things where, like, if you're doing well with it, you're going to continue to do well with it.
Conversation with you before we get into the bullshit. Because periodically, and by periodically I mean every freaking day, someone is making the assertion that selling beats online is dead and that having a beat store is not even worthwhile. Especially not now in 2023. Every year they say 2022 it's not worth it. In 2021, blah blah blah. They've been saying that.
Who says that?
Since, I don't know, 2015 probably. I happened upon a video. I don't know why this video was recommended to me, but it had a really, we'll say, captivating title: How to Not Sell Beats in 2023. Pure game on not selling beats and still going huge. Grammatically odd, but also compelling, right? And controversial. I start watching it. Again, I don't know why YouTube recommended it to me because the guy has only 50 subscribers, but it tells you that maybe YouTube is
weird. I find this guy's videos frustrating, really. I mean, I think they're too long, but DJ Payne usually has pretty good content in it, I would say. I'm not gonna watch this whole thing. I'm just gonna watch some parts of this.
But as I'm watching it, I hear my name. So this is my first, I think this is my first response video because the man said my name. You shouldn't have done that. Here we go.
All right, I'm gonna say DJ Payne's name. Slug and execution, but insightful content. Definitely agree. I think he may have heard me say that in one of my reaction videos, so maybe he will consider editing them down a bit. I know Busy Work Beats won't. I wish he would.
But look, I think it's a green screen. I don't know. Like, doesn't it look like this is superimposed onto a background?
Selling beats. I think the real question you're asking.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with using a green screen, but I mean, is it for comedic effect or is it to fool people, right? Because like clearly I do the same thing, but it is for comedic effect. Like no one's falling for this. It says I suck by Spaghetti. No one's falling for that. If you're falling for that, you're dumb. He needs to fix his mic. Keck W. Who?
Asking is, how do I zoom out of this dead end road?
Wait, this guy? Yeah, he does need to fix his mic, dude. There's like feedback or something, or there's like, it's like he can hear himself on the speakers while he's recording or something.
Selling beats. I think the real
okay, good.
Got myself into. How do I back up and what do I look at?
We are watching a guy, watching a guy, watching a guy. I feel sick. I love this though. You mean that isn't your studio? Unsubscribe. I love doing Watchception. It's really funny.
Already he's saying some pretty controversial stuff. Selling beats is a dead end road, and that's going to be a recurring theme throughout the video.
Welcome to my...
How old is this guy? This guy's either like 30 or like coming up on 60. Also, why are the headphones on top of the SM7Bs? That's a cardinal sin right there.
This is a cardinal sin
of audio engineering.
We're talking about something I found in the keyword research tool on YouTube that says there's a content gap. Ding, make a video about that. You might get some views. I know how to talk about this a little bit because I've been going down this music production, selling my beats thing for 20 some odd years.
Okay, so over 20 years, he's been selling beats. Bookmark that, put a pin in that.
And guess what? I did sell a couple, but I'm so...
A couple in 20 years. Maybe that's just humility.
Happy that it's not where my success comes from because I think it's an insanely hard thing to do.
Might be. It's not easy.
Shout out to anyone that's actually selling beats and doing 6 figures, life-changing money.
Thank you.
There's only a select few, and maybe a handful of people that are
no, there are like hundreds of us
doing it that way. And those 5, 10, 20, whatever, inspire.
Try not to say anything. I don't like when people try to quantify things that they have no actual data on. That's all I'm going to say.
Hundreds of thousands of others to go out there and chase this beat-making bag. I think it's an absolutely horrible idea for all kinds of reasons, but let's start with the very first. Try to zoom out of everything you just learned and did in this beat-making music production world rabbit.
Does he have him sped up too? I feel like we're like double sped up right now. We have to do 1.25. I was just thinking that this guy could be like 30 or 60 and I would never know. Yeah, he should have screen monitors, true, right?
So deep down there, zoom out of it, come back out of the rabbit hole, and then zoom back out up above that rabbit hole and look down at what did you just do from a business perspective. Like to try to sell it to the most broken demographic in the world.
That sounds racist, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Rappers. I did it too. You have chosen to create low ticket product.
I like how DJ Payne's petting a cat while doing this. It's based.
$5. This guy's selling it for $4.95. I should sell mine for $3.95. Yeah.
He's just going right into some sort of rabbit hole. I don't know where it's coming from, but I'm entertained so far.
No, you shouldn't. This guy's selling.
I agree. You shouldn't sell beats for $3.99.
It for $200 in exclusive.
Dude, I saw this meme recently where this guy was selling 12 gigabytes of beats for like $30.
If I could only move an exclusive a day every day for the whole year. Not gonna happen.
It could. It probably won't, but it could. Maybe you sell a couple a week.
Dude, if you're selling exclusive a day, every day for a year, you're like making like $300,000.
and then you lease in the meantime and supplement it with other money, and you're making a pretty good living. I don't know what the problem with that is.
Product is these beats. These beats are bought by and listened to by a lot more than rappers. Your beats have so much more value to them than you realize, and half of you probably don't know. You probably get more money out of your beats streaming them than you will trying to sell it to artists.
It depends.
Chopping beats to artists is an insanely hard thing to do. Or better yet, I'm gonna make a bunch of beats, partner with my local rappers in the city, and the rappers will take me up with them. Yeah!
I actually have a problem with people who encourage that so I'm on the same page with him, at least on this point.
Horrible business plan.
Wait, but explain. Why did they explain? You're making big bank. Looks like CoffeeZilla background. Yeah, I think that's kind of what he's going for a little bit.
Again, you're making product, we're all making product, and everyone's competing for this tiny little silver lining up top of the elite of the industry.
What I have a problem with this video so far is that he is naming single income streams and saying, don't do that, and then naming another single income stream and saying, don't do that, when in reality, no one is forcing anybody to choose. Multiple income streams is a thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of cliche at this point, honestly.
Pay good money, 10,000, 20,000, 150,000 for a beat or for a placement or for you to work on the project with them. And then there's the rest, the 99 point something percent that are lost. So for me to actually answer your question, how to sell beats, how to sell my beats.
Okay, good. We're going to get into specifics. He's going to talk about how to sell beats. Great. I think this is what people need. They want value. They want specificity.
How to get more on BeatStars, Air, all of them. I don't have the answer for you because
God damn it.
sell my beats, sell my beats, my beats, beats, selling beats
This sounds like a spoken word poetry piece.
is insanely hard. And you might get demotivated and discouraged thinking my beats just don't bang. No, you're probably just not a marketer. A marketer with crappy
That's true.
beats will go so much farther than a top talent that just wants to create and doesn't want to focus
I agree with that.
on this other stuff. And we're forced to wear so many hats.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going to go into business for ourselves, then we have to become business people. It's weird, right?
Out of necessity comes creativity. So my small independent
Spoiler alert, this guy's going to mention a whole bunch of other alternatives to make money that all involve understanding business. I don't understand the point of him setting the premise that selling beats is too hard and it involves too much marketing knowledge, only to provide a solution that involves a lot of really hard work, that involves, I think, equally difficult to achieve amounts of knowledge.
team of producers and I have found ways to monetize in very big ways without having to focus on that demographic of people.
I want to know who this guy is. Wait, hold on. What does it say at the top there? Pure game on not selling beats and still going huge. Hold on. I want to find out who this is. Pure game on not selling beats and still going huge. Is it this guy? Norb's making beats? He's only got 300 subscribers, dude. He responded to this guy with 300 subscribers. Oh no, dude. Why? That's crazy. He's only got like 30 views and shit on like a lot of his stuff. I guess he had 50 at the time. This is a really huge case of punching down, which you don't have to. I mean, there's nothing wrong with punching down, but it's like, unless like they're like really asking for it, you know? Okay, I was just curious who this was. Because he's got 131,000 subscribers. DJ Payne does. So that's crazy to respond to someone with 50 subscribers.
You're running a business selling low-ticket items to a hard-to-reach and monetize demographic to begin with. You're better off creating shirts because everybody needs shirts.
I have nothing to say about that.
There's actual YouTube tutorials on how to start a Tight Beats channel. Why would you want to do that? Things I might do if I was in your shoes. Get off all the BeatStars types of sites. You know why? It's not just the site. It's as soon as you say, I want to sell on BeatStars or any of these sites, it's here's a rabbit hole. You don't know what awaits you down there. You're going to be upgrading, updating, buying ads, buying space, marketing, getting new social media accounts, paying for ads on those accounts. You're going down such a different rabbit hole than you.
I like how DJ Payne's just laughing in the corner.
The answer to the question, how to make money selling my beats, how to sell my beats is don't. Don't. You guys can
Yeah,
school
don't.
me. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to put a price on your whole catalog. I don't know if you've ever researched selling a catalog if it's established and has numbers behind it, right? So let's choose a number. Everything makes me $1 million a year. For the past few years, the big OG acts are selling off their catalogs because they don't want to leave their families with this mess after.
So I think what he's saying is all you guys who are making beats, stop selling them online and simply become Justin Bieber and then sell your catalog for several hundred million. Easy. Why didn't I think of that? I'm sorry. I don't know what he's talking about here. I'm just going to skip.
Pain something? Shout
Oh,
out
look
to
at that.
you.
Look at that. There's my
He skipped straight to when he talks about his name.
claim to fame.
Payne one's so petty.
Why are you selling beats? My question back to you is, why are you trying to sell beats to the hardest demographic to sell to, starving artists? And I know the rebuttal is going to be, look at this guy. Look at this guy. What's dude's name? Pain something? Shout out to you. I watched some of your videos, but you are one of the very few, bro.
No, I'm not. I started late in the game. I started so late. I didn't start making actual bill paying money off of selling beats online until maybe 2008. 18.
And a lot of kids out there have been fooled into thinking I could be just like this Pain dude, just make
So that's kind of insulting. The implication is that we're fooling people by telling our story.
a bunch of beats and upload them. No, man, he's got a very specific, unique story. Found himself on a path that put him in a position of leadership to be able to sell so much so quick over.
So much so quick, I disagree. But what do I know? It's my life.
He did it right. Not many do though. And following 3 or 4 success stories out of 100,000, the ratio's fuck. The ratio of success on
That's true. The ratio of people like successfully selling beats for a living versus not is like, yeah, it's not good.
selling beats is crazy. That's also why
But I feel like it's like that for any sort of like professional media, business. I mean, is he even wrong to say he's one of very few relative to the overall producer marketplace? That doesn't sound incorrect. I think like it's like he's not being literal when he says that. Like it's more than that. To be fair, the guy was giving him props. I have no idea why Payne is putting him on blast. Yeah, I feel like any producer can make a little bit of money from just selling to SoundCloud artists or something. Maybe not for a living, but they can make something. Yeah.
when somebody big comes out with, I made all this money on BeatStars, people salivate over the video and they go in and they watch it. Only
They do.
to discover there's nothing there. They didn't help me. How do I?
Okay, bookmark that. There's nothing there. Because he's about
I mean, even I sell a few beats here and there, and I don't even try to really. I'm actually thinking about trying to sell more beats because, I've been selling a few here and there lately, and I was just like, maybe I still can sell some beats even though I don't try to.
blow us out of the water with specificity. He's going to give us actionable steps to actually make money in ways that don't entail having a beat store, right? He has to because he just set himself up.
How about be somebody first? Come to BeatStars with a huge following already, and you're gonna be chopping beats left, right, and center.
Okay, so another really good piece of advice. So far, 1, be Justin Bieber, sell your catalog for millions of dollars. Or 2, become an incredibly famous person and then start selling beats online. Got it.
Maybe build up your YouTube and other social media platforms, whatever you're good at. Build those up. Get to 50,000, 100,000 people.
You just got done saying it's hard to sell beats because you have to become a high-level marketer. And now
Yeah, I mean, I will say I think I have sold more beats recently because of my YouTube channel, but it's just as difficult to build a YouTube channel as it is to like come up selling beats. Like it's not easier.
you're saying just become a high-level marketer. So you hear yourself, right?
I'm selling beats. The first 10 are cheap. Go get them. Get some traction that way. Instead of, I'm a beat maker. I have to learn marketing. Okay, let me start. I'm a nobody. How do I market? Okay, buy some ads. Okay, I sold 4 beats. I made $94 this
They definitely both made a few good points and they both made a few bad ones. I agree.
month. If this channel gets to 100,000 people, I will be able to easily sell anything to them.
You'd be surprised, but I do respect your confidence. I wish I had that level of confidence, honestly.
It was also sample packs. That even was a lot easier because
Well, it depends what your market is on the channel too. Like that's one reason I don't talk about my type beat channel or my beats on my channel because I know most of my audience is not rappers. Like it's not gonna like it's a very very small segment of people on there who are rappers. I mean, I'm sure there's a few, but it's like you're just marketing it to the wrong audience. Like I would be better off selling sample packs or I don't know, just something producer related because it's mostly producers. Do you have to be a high level marketer to get a successful YouTube channel? No, I don't think so, but it definitely takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. You have to like be able to know when something is not working or how to do things that are working well. Do you have to be any better at marketing to sell beats? I think it's just slightly different.
people, now I'm not focusing on starving artists. I'm selling to producers who are also usually still not way up there, but they're farther. They got enough going on and they figured out enough to have a studio, to have discipline every day banging away at beats, getting the reps up every day. At least that person I know has some money and I can sell them some software. A lot easier.
Dude, Dame Taylor would be so mad at this guy's age. Just wanted to say that. He'd be like, how old are you?
Let me find out I'm selling my beautiful
And hang up on him before he even finishes answering.
for $5, $10, $20, $30 a pop.
How much are you selling your sample packs for?
I'm just, again, grateful that I don't have to do it. I'm sorry if this comes off if I come off like a total asshole right now because you sell beats, you've been trying, you've been at it for 2 years, and I just discouraged the shit out of you. Sometimes that's what we need. We need to be shown, bro, you're at a dead end road. You're at a dead end road.
It's not a dead end road. It's just a road with like a limited amount of traffic.
So let me stop him right there. Just because you're discouraging people doesn't mean that you're helping them. What information are you presenting to people so that you're not simply discouraging them, but that you're actually providing some sort of value
Dame's not that bad.
to enrich their lives rather than just
Nah, I mostly meme.
discourage them from pursuing what they've always wanted to pursue. I'm going to continue watching, but I want to provide some value quickly and provide some encouragement because it's on me to give a coherent and data-based rebuttal to what this gentleman is saying, which to me so far has been, in my opinion, chaotic, disorganized, and not at all based on any sort of concrete facts. He hasn't provided statistics. He hasn't provided case studies other than I did this, I did that. I'm really good at it. Don't do it. What he said so far is don't don't sell beats. It's a losing battle. If that were the case, the data should reflect it. So I'm just searching Google Trends right now.
Well, I will say, hey, that's funny. Look, Hawaii's at the top here. Well, Typebeats is up in terms of search relativity, but you have to think about how many people are actually uploading Typebeats too. I'm sure the amount of people uploading Typebeats is also way up as well too.
The Google trend for the type beat search term, that's as general as I could get. If I did like Drake type beat, well, I could go back 5 years. Maybe we can do that in a second. But just the search term type beats, right? These are people searching for beats. This is,
I'm almost positive the amount of people, like if you were to put a 1-to-1, like I don't know how you'd get the information for how many people have Typebeat channels, but I'm almost positive the growth of Typebeat channels exceeds the amount of people searching Typebeats.
your customer base. They should be
Like, I don't know how I'd get the data on that.
a shrinking demographic based on the assertion this guy's making in his videos. And in fact, since 2018, it has actually trended upwards. I don't know what happened here, and I don't know what happened here, but this should be encouraging that not only is there a general upward trend, but there was also a recent spike at the end of last year. Beats for sale, right? Because according to him, rappers are broken, whatever that means, and also unwilling to purchase beats. It seems like a pretty flat trend with ups and downs as you can expect. And there was a pretty high peak in February of 2019, and then another one at the beginning of 2018. And then, I don't know what happened here, COVID.
It's up in search for the pool so much larger. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Calling it a dead end road is a bad take. Yeah, I agree. It's like you're exaggerating.
And now suddenly you see another rise, and this is current. So it looks like things are encouraging. Now, if we search the YouTube search trends, type beats also appear to be currently on an upward trend
I don't know. It went up and then down, it looks like.
and not on a general downward trend. So since February 2018, there was a rise in 2019
Zimbabwe.
and a dip in 2021, and then now a rise in 2022. But even this dip in 2021 was not anywhere as low as it was in 2018. So again, this should be encouraging stuff. And this is data driven. These are search terms. You would have to
I really just need to see how much the amount of people making Type B channels has grown, though. I wish there was a way to check that. I don't think there is, though.
ask people about actual sales data.
Oh man, another DJ Payne video. Here we go. Yeah, I think we're almost done though.
So I would never speak on them. Let's see what else this guy is willing to speak on without actual data.
And you know what's crazy? There's thousands of
I mean, you could speak on stuff without data. I don't think all of DJ Payne's videos have data.
y'all standing around looking at each other like, what do we do? And what's crazier
I mean, I think he was just giving his opinion.
is there's more and more of them coming up behind you. Holy crap, look at all those people. Y'all are trying to do the same thing I'm doing. Record nature sounds. We go outside, record ourselves walking through leaves.
Why do you skip past that part? I feel like you should have skipped past that part.
Ambiance, light chords.
I don't know. See, this is where he just starts rambling.
I'll never forget it. As soon as I saw it, Snoop Dogg interview, he's holding a CD or something, and he's like, I'm gonna paraphrase it because I don't remember exactly the words that were used by him. He's holding a CD, he's like, this producer just tried to sell me these beats, and I'm telling him no. And he's like, how do I get put on there? Like, how do I get my beat? What would make you say yes? And he goes, bro, I'm Snoop. You give me these beats for free. I'm gonna go and do what I do with them. I'm gonna make millions. You're not gonna get a penny, but I'm gonna tell everybody.
Is that a real clip? That's crazy, man. Man, I will edit for DJ Payne for free. Just edit your videos. Yeah, for real. And telling the statistic is slightly manipulative. Doesn't address the full perspective. Yeah. Dude, wait, let me see if we can find that real quick. Snoop Dogg, I'm not buying your beats. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Is that a real clip? What if it's not even real? We just made that up. Probably not, though. You buy it, you own the rights to it all, buy the Snoop Dogg beat, make your own track. The fuck is he saying? I think he's talking about something else.
And I happily paid it. You were trying to charge me 3, I gave you 2.
Did this man just make up a Snoop clip? I mean, that'd be funny if he did.
You need to see that interview because if that's the case, I certainly disagree with what Snoop's saying.
Now you can go and sell your next beats to anybody for whatever you want. I'll
That's not even true, but whatever.
co-sign you if you give it to me for free. Approach it that way. So
That's actually terrible advice.
take from that maybe, and I bet you blow up a lot faster working with 100 vocal artists.
Okay, so far, the 3 things you can do that are easy alternatives to selling beats. 1, be Justin Bieber. 2, become a Instagram celebrity. And 3, meet Snoop Dogg.
Sending all of them your beats and saying, free, I just want the credits. Free, I just want a network. Free, I just want a path. And be willing to have them stolen with. It's a loss leader.
Didn't this guy start the video off by saying not to do this?
You're doing something nice in advance, knowing they're going to mess
Honestly, I don't remember at this point. I feel like I have information overload.
with me. This guy's going to screw me. This guy's going to steal it. But you own it. If anybody steals your stuff and it blows up, I hope for it. I'm going to...
What's the difference between this and uploading beats to YouTube with a link to your BeatStar? People steal those all the time.
That's true.
There's a huge market for people that love to listen to beats that are not vocals on it. There's a huge demographic of people that are out there that like to listen to just ambiance as background stuff, as meditation.
That's true.
I know I, for one, have made plenty of videos showcasing producers who simultaneously sell beats online and upload their beats directly to the DSPs and monetize that. That's something that has been long established. What he's describing is releasing instrumental albums, and producers, I would bet money that the majority of producers out there are aware that there are many opportunities for simply releasing instrumentals as well as selling them. Again,
I think this guy made the clip up, or he was the guy trying to give Snoop beats. That'd be funny. He made this video directly after that.
to take the same beats that you upload to your beat store and distribute them to the platform.
You know what's crazy? This is going to be insulting for a lot of people. I have brown noise albums that get hundreds of thousands of streams. I have Brown Noise albums where
Brown noise albums, like they make you shit.
the last report was 750,000 streams. I will show you guys in future videos. I'm proud of this stuff
Yeah, show us, because I'm starting to become skeptical about everything you're saying.
because it shows that sometimes
And realistically, even 750,000 streams doesn't really amount to that much money. Yeah, you know, if you do that consistently, then yeah, you're making a few $1,000s, but not enough to pay your bills for a year.
how to sell my beats should really be, how do I monetize my talents? How do I rewind myself back to before I started to get in on this focused path and then get reassured by that path being the right path by a whole bunch of other people that have no fucking clue what they're doing with one or two success stories.
I know you're not talking about me. I know you're not talking about me.
Something else you can do, something I would do right off the hop. Who needs this? Games. Oh, games. Yeah, let me email every gaming developer.
Emailing every game developer. Okay, that's the fourth bit of actionable practical advice.
Let me go visit this
I mean, that's not, what's wrong with that advice?
gaming studio down the street. Let me take these stems and say, maybe I could just sell this stem as an intro to something. And Vado's Audio Jungle. Somewhere else you can easily be selling beats to people way outside the niche. Video creators need background beats and stuff
Say the pricing structure for Envato. Say it.
as well. And they often have money, right?
I just stopped watching the video. I don't know that anything else comes up that I wanted to talk about. Number one, he said himself that he made this video because YouTube told him there was a content gap, which means there was a search term that he could exploit for his own.
Well, I mean, you don't know for sure that like he was being completely serious about that, you know, right? Because I would say something like that, it's in jest. Am I wrong? Or being a producer and being an audio engineer is not exactly the same. True. This guy used them almost as synonymous.
Channel. That doesn't mean he's qualified to speak on this topic. It just means that YouTube said, hey, you could make a video about this and potentially get a lot of views. I don't believe he's a part of the beat selling community. He pretty much said he wasn't because he doesn't sell beats online and discourages people from even doing that. So no, he's certainly not a part of this community.
Well, I mean, what makes you a part of the community, though, right? I mean, if you've ever sold a beat, does that make you a part of the community? Because then he said he sold some beats before.
A lot of objectively false statements. For example, there are more than 5, 10, 20 producers making 6 figures, and there are way more making 5 figures on the high end. Number two, he said at least once, but I think more than once, that he was
Wait, where's the data, though? Where's the data, though, DJ Payne? I don't see any statistics for this.
being discouraging, but
I'm just fucking with you.
maybe that was a good thing because that's what producers needed. They needed to be discouraged. We don't need to be discouraged. The music business is discouraging enough. We need practical and specific help from experienced individuals.
He has a Brown Noise album. I don't know. He's looking pretty cool. I'm part of the 900K producer community trained by BusyWorks Beats. True, me too.
He listed some alternatives, but they were vague. For example, become famous on social media and then sign up to BeatStars, even though he said that, you know, BeatStars was a dead end. Doesn't make sense. I have videos on how to grow your social media. He talked about how to get placements in video games. I have
I need to see that.
videos that literally say how to get your beats placed in TV and film and video games. They're all the same kind of license. It's a sync license. He said instead of trying to sell beats, put your beats on the streaming platforms. I have I have interviews with Tantu Beat.
I feel like DJ Payne, like, he didn't need to make this video. This guy just barely mentioned him. While he said some stuff he disagreed with, he's clearly someone with, like, not a lot of followers, you know? So I don't think his words hold a lot of weight. Like, I feel like he would be more justified in making this video if the video either had a lot of views, like I'm talking like at least like 30,000 or more. I mean, wherever that line is for a certain person, I guess it depends. Or if he had a lot of subscribers.
Tundra Beats, Eldre, explaining exactly how to do that in practical terms. You know, we talk about playlisting, how to direct traffic from social media to Spotify, how to plan your releases to give the DSPs enough time for a favorable rollout. These are specifics. I didn't hear the guy talk specifics at all. I mean, he literally suggested emailing every game developer online, which is just impractical, not to mention impossible. And it just doesn't sound like the kind of advice that comes from a person with 20 plus years experience in the music business. Number three, selling beats is hard work. I have never said otherwise. I would never say it's easy. That I agree with in his video. It's hard. It's not as hard as he says it is. It's not a dead end. And your customer base
Yeah, I agree.
aren't a bunch of broken people. And just because something is hard, don't be discouraging. I mean, if he had said it was challenging, that'd be one thing. He said it was a dead end working with broken people, which was, I think, offensive, not to mention false. So instead of being discouraged, be strategic, you know, and looking at the Google trends, it seems as though the interest in buying beats.
But like I said, I really think the part that matters a lot is like how many people are trying to sell type beats also. Because I would venture a guess the increase of people selling type beats is greater than the amount of people looking for type beats in terms of like how much it's grown in the past few years. But I don't think there's any way to actually check that data. Like we just would have to, I don't even know how you could check that because there's no way to check what type of channel something is, right? Like maybe if you could check like how many uploads there have been that feature the word type beat in it, if there's some way to check that, then maybe you could check how many more people have been uploading videos that say type beat in them over the past few years. That's the only way I could imagine be able to actually get data on that. But it seems like there's a lot more producers than there used to be that are doing like type beats. It seems that way at least.
Isn't going down. It actually suggests that it might be increasing. And, you know, even my own channel seems to be on an upward trend lately, but I'm just showing you the raw stats because I don't want to be a hypocrite and sit here and talk about how he's not giving specifics and then I don't give.
I think it's crazy how DJ Payne uploads his type beats to the same channel he uploads videos to. That's crazy. I would never do that personally. But like, you know, that's probably why he gets more sales too. It makes it harder for people to know what kind of content to expect from you. So you probably have less people with notifications on and whatnot.
Specifics. And then number four, lastly, if you want to make content for the producer community, this is kind of my advice to him and people like him.
DJ Payne is just trying to make content to keep money coming coming in. You're probably not wrong about that. I'm done making type beats. Just gonna make my weird experimental beats and upload those. I thought you were gonna say just gonna make my weird experimental brown noise albums.
Do it from a place of experience, love, and authenticity. So to conclude, stay encouraged. Don't be discouraged. Just educate yourself and put what you learn into action. Don't limit yourself to one income stream. I would never say that. If you're selling beats online and you love making samples and you can make original samples, hey, try out selling a sample pack. See how that goes for you. If that works, great. If uploading
I need to make more sample packs.
to Spotify works for you and you enjoy it, great. If it doesn't work, if you try it for months and months and it doesn't work, don't adopt it. But if it does work, adopt it. And the more actions you take and the more things you try, the closer you come to building a strong overall revenue model for yourself. There are people constantly, I mean, since before I was even selling beats online, that were making statements like this guy that selling beats was a dead end. Selling beats online is dead. Don't start a beat store.
I wonder how long till DJ Payne responds to one of my videos talking about him or one of his videos.
That is dead, blah, blah, blah. If I had listened,
He came really close when I did the video talking about how BeatStars promo is a scam, but he didn't talk about me in the video. He talked about the Reddit post that I talked about in my video.
my life would be very different in a bad way right now. And I'm glad I didn't listen, and I hope you don't listen either. Much success to you. Appreciate you watching.
That was a long pause. Much success to you. All right, see ya.
Peace.
Okay, I'm pretty sure brown noise is like sounds that make you What is brown noise? Oh no, I'm thinking of the brown note. What is brown noise? Brown noise lowers higher frequencies even more. It's a bit rougher than pink noise and resembles the roar. Oh, it resembles the roar of a river current or strong wind. Okay, interesting. He made I'm guessing like one of these like really long like brown noise things. When he first said brown noise, I thought it was a sound made with sounds, not gonna lie. That's what I thought too. I was thinking of brown note though.